Already we discussed about homologous series in introduction part of nomenclature. So we can take what are homologous compounds now. The compound which belong to homologous series will be called homologous compounds. So in this homologous compounds, what they will have some property. What? First of all, they should have same functional group. They should have same functional group, and they have different molecular formula and molecular weight, but they have general same formula. But the same general formula. Then they differ by one CH2 group. How to identify simplest way? तो आप सिंपली इसमें काउंट कर लेगा दिस कंपाउंड हैव हाउ मेनी CH2 ग्रुप्स. They should differ in number of C and H atoms. Total C, total H, whole twice can do here. So they should differ by CH2 groups. On this point base, sometimes you get question in examinations to identify homologous compounds. So one question I written here, that question you try at your own. Question here, identify or find out homologous pairs. In the given each options are given two compounds, one pair each. In that pair you find which pairs are belonging to homologous compounds. Okay. So write down first question is CH3CO CH3, then CH3COH CH2. अगला है. So note down all the examples and try yourself. Now coming on solution part. Solution of EGS में पहला क्या होगा? They are not, because they are having same formula. They do not have same general formula. अगला क्या होगा? They are. कैसे होगा? एसीटोन, ब्यूटेनॉन. यहाँ पे क्या है? कीटोन है, एल्डिहाइड है. They do not have same functional group, तो नहीं होंगे इसमें. ये क्या है? ईथर्स है, दोनों होगा. यहाँ पर क्या है? ये नहीं होगा क्यों? एक में क्या है? कंपाउंड आपका सैचुरेटेड दिया हुआ है. एक में कंपाउंड कैसा है? इन वन केस कंपाउंड इज अनसैचुरेटेड. इवन दो ईथर दोनों में कॉमन है, बट one compound is saturated and second compound is unsaturated, so we cannot call them as homologous pairs. यहाँ पे भी क्या होगा? Now they differ by one unit, but they are not same functional group wise. It is phenol, it is alcohol. Phenolic compounds are not same as alcohols because they differ in many chemical properties. तो ये compound homologous नहीं होंगे. ये वाला होगा. Compound both are saturated, both are amines. They differ by number of CH2 groups. If it is taken, what is formula taken here? 1 2 3 4 C. How many hydrogen? 3 plus 3 plus 3 9 plus 2 11. C4 H11 nitrogen 1. In this case, what is formula? CH3 NH2. Yes, C1 H how many? 5 nitrogen 1. So what is difference here? If it is taken here, what is difference of C and H? They will differ by 3 carbons. And how many hydrogen difference here? 11 minus 5. कितना हुआ? 6. Or I can write 3 CH2 group difference. The two compounds are having difference of 3 CH2 groups. So we can call them homologous pairs. So you can identify simply by identification of number of CH2 groups. The compound should have first of all same functional group, and then they differ by one CH2 groups. Such compounds can be called homologous compounds, or pairs of compound can be called homologous pairs. Okay, so there is some introduction terms required for understanding the chapter much. Isomerism for calculation of number of isomers. So in that case you have to be careful. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Especially double bond equivalent is very important to you. Double bond equivalent term will be required right now, also required later on, until organic chemistry will be over. At different points when they ask the compound formula determination, so in that double bond equivalent will definitely help you there. Okay, so let us start now topic isomerism, classification of isomerism, different type, and then each type we will now study. Okay, now to start isomerism, first we take definition of isomerism. What is isomerism? This can be taken as phenomena in which the compounds same molecular formula but different physical and or chemical properties due to different structure or different arrangement of groups or atoms in space. Basically, isomerism will be a phenomena in which we are having the compounds existing in two or different structural forms or different stereo isomeric forms. That is actually you can take in simple way, in simplified definition, the phenomena in which the compounds are having same molecular formula but they have different physical properties. Sometimes chemical properties can be also different because they either have different structure or they have different arrangement of groups or atoms in space. They have different arrangement of groups or atoms in space. Then it is called what? Isomerism. In this case, I told you the properties can be different for two reasons. Either they have different structure that give rise to structural isomerism, and second taken different arrangement of groups in space. This gives rise to second kind of isomerism called stereoisomerism. So we will take isomerism in two broad categories. One is called structural isomerism and second is called as stereoisomerism. So let us take classification of this isomerism in different category wise. See, isomerism can be taken in two broad categories. कौन सा? One is called as structural isomerism, second called stereo isomerism. This structural can be taken further in different type. Like first is called as chain isomerism, then taken positional isomerism, then you can take here functional isomerism, then you take metamerism, then you take tautomerism, and then you take ring chain isomerism. Ring chain basically is same as your functional isomerism. This ring chain is same or identical to functional isomerism. This ring chain is same as functional isomerism. So let us take second taken again two types. When you take stereoisomerism taken two types. One is called as conformational. It is one is conformational and second taken configurational. One is conformational and second is conformational. इसमें होता क्या है? Conformational isomerism, this can arise normally here. It arises due to rotation of groups around carbon-carbon single bonds or CC bonds, or can take in amines also by inversion, rapid inversion. That can give rise to conformational type isomerism. But it is, remember, it is not called true isomerism. Anyway, we can write conformational isomers and second taken configurational. इसमें होता क्या है? It is taken two type further. When you take configurational, it is one is called geometrical isomerism. It is called optical isomerism. You have two type further. When you take configurational isomers or isomerism, taken two types. One is geometrical, other is optical. One is geometrical, other is optical. So when you take conformational, it arises due to rotation of the groups or atoms around carbon-carbon single bond. Here, the separation of different conformations are not possible. Separation of such structures not possible. Separation of the structures not possible. While we take configurational isomers, these isomers will have different physical and or chemical properties, so we can separate them. Their separation of these isomers is possible. That is difference in the configurational and conformational isomers. In conformational isomers, it arises due to rotation of groups of atoms around carbon-carbon single bond. Their separation not possible. While we take in configurational isomers, they will have two categories. One is geometrical, other is optical. In this case, they have restriction of rotation around the carbon-carbon single bond, or they are different. We cannot convert them from 1 to 2nd by this type. So separation is possible, but here separation of the isomers is not possible. We don't call them isomers actually. We just call them conformers, and other are called as isomers. We will discuss this all in detail. Now in this case, first we can take structural isomerism. So to start here, we will take each category with examples, meaning, definitions, and then calculation of number of isomers. We will discuss here. Okay. Now let us take in different kind of structural isomerism. We will take first chain isomerism. First we take structural isomerism. Taken different types. So in this structural isomerism, first can be taken here chain isomerism. Chain isomerism. What happens in chain isomerism? The compounds are having different carbon chains. The isomers are, in this case, they have same molecular formula, but they have different carbon chain length. In isomer they are having different carbon chain length, but they are having same molecular formula of the compound or isomers. Example can be taken, suppose we take here N-butane, then you can take isobutane. The examples of chain isomers. To show chain isomerism, they require minimum 4 carbon atoms. To show this chain isomerism, minimum 4 carbon atoms are compulsory, must. The compound should have minimum 4 carbon atoms, then they can show this chain isomerism. Because if we take suppose 3 carbon compound like propane, we cannot write in propane they are chain isomers. We cannot say. So when you take these two compounds, cannot be taken as chain isomers because they are same name of compound, N-propane, N-propane. We don't have isopropane compound. So what we require to show this chain isomerism, the compound should have minimum of 4 carbon atoms. Below 4 carbon, the compound cannot show chain isomerism. So in chain isomerism, the isomers are having different carbon chain length. Like one more example can be taken here. It is one compound having how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. We can have still same chain. We can have different chain now here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. We can have one group methyl here. So this kind of compounds can be called as chain isomers in which the parent carbon chain is having different length, or parent carbon chain is having different number of carbon atoms. So it is called chain isomerism. I hope it is clear. Now next one can be taken positional isomerism. This continuation of structure only. That next I will write from here. Now in continuation of structural isomerism, second type taken is positional isomerism. To show positional isomerism, the compounds are having, in this case the compounds will have, or isomers, can take the word here, isomers is more suitable. That isomers in this case have different position of functional group, including your double bonds in alkenes or triple bonds. In this kind of isomerism, the isomers are having different position of functional group. That may be alkene alkyne bonds, or we can have different functional groups. They will have different position in the isomers or this positional isomerism. To show this, one thing you remember, a compound cannot show the chain and positional isomerism simultaneously. That a compound cannot show compounds can't show chain and positional isomerism simultaneously. लॉजिक बहुत सिंपल इसमें देखिए, इसमें हमने क्या बोला है, पोजिशनल आइसोमेरिज्म, द कंपाउंड लॉजिक है इसमें, द सेंस इन पोजिशनल isomerism, the isomers should have same carbon chain length. We discussed that in chain isomerism the isomers are having different carbon chain length, while we take in positional isomerism the compound or isomers should have same carbon chain length, but it is not possible simultaneously, because to show chain they should have different carbon chain length, to show positional they should have same chain length position, same chain length. So that is the point you can remember, that a compound cannot show chain and positional isomerism simultaneously. Logic क्या होता है, in positional isomerism the isomers should have same carbon chain length, whereas in chain isomerism the isomers are having different carbon chain length. Are you getting this point? Now if we take some examples, some practice, like if I take here, it can be taken 1 butene, then we can have isomers taken here 2 butene. This can be called as positional isomerism. Then I can take here alcohol, suppose taken here 1 propanol, it can have alcohol, second 2 propanol. ठीक है ना? If I take example like here chlorine, it is vicinal dichloride, and then you can have in this case geminal dichloride as its positional isomers. 2 chlorine atoms are having same position and different positions, so this can be taken as the examples of positional isomerism. See, in all the cases we have got, or we are having same carbon chain length. In both the cases we are having same carbon chain length, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, or in this case 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. That's, I hope it's clear. Now this kind of you get question more commonly in this positional isomerism, especially in benzene derivatives. तो कैसे हम निकालते हैं in benzene or benzene derivative this positional isomerism? Let us take some examples. Like if I take example here, in benzene derivatives, like benzene can have single halogen atom, or they can have one halogen, it's a fluorine, second can be taken 5 halogens same, or we can have all 6 halogens same. Such kind of compound taken here, they do not show any kind of positional isomerism, because we cannot change the positions, because change position of any group that is same as the compound taken original, so we cannot call them as, or such kind of compound cannot show positional isomerism. So which kind of compound can show? Let's say some example. If I take, suppose here benzene can have 2 different halogenal groups like chlorine and fluorine, maybe same also. Such kind of compound can have how many positional isomers? You can find easily. See, in benzene you can have changing positions. So this kind of compound have how many positional isomers? It have 3 positional isomers. If I suppose take here ortho dichloro means dichlorobenzene also can show 3 positional isomers. We can have fluorine at ortho position with respect to chlorine or meta or para. We can take same here. We have 2 chlorine atoms can be at ortho, meta or para position with respect to each other. So such kind of isomers will show 3 each positional isomers. Now in this case student have doubt या दे पूछते हैं कि कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं है इसके लिए, फॉर्मूला कोई नहीं, आपको सोचना पड़ेगा इसमें. परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन कैन थिंक अपॉन फॉर डिफरेंट पोजिशनल आइसोमर्स. Let's take some more examples. Now if I take here formula can be taken of halogens, this one here. We have 1 chlorine. If we can have 3 chlorine atoms suppose. In this 3 chlorine atoms can you find the number of positional isomers? देखिए आपको कॉम्बिनेशन देखना पड़ेगा सारे कितने आपके कॉम्बिनेशन आएंगे इसमें. This should not repeat even. We can have 2 group fixed, then change 1 group position. We can have 1 chlorine here. If I write suppose here chlorine changing position, suppose in this position, then what happen? These two become identical because we have 2 chlorine at para of each other and 1 chlorine ortho to same chlorine. So this is not taken in separate counting. We can write what more here? 1 chlorine here, 1 chlorine here. If I take any other combination, suppose if I write here 1 chlorine here, 1 chlorine here, then 1 chlorine suppose here or here, so that become identical to this compound only. 2 chlorine para, 1 chlorine ortho to that 1 chlorine which is ortho, para to second chlorine. So in this case the compound can have 3 positional isomers. Again 1, 2, 3. We don't count in again whichever different we can count them only. I hope it is clear. Now next example can be taken. Suppose I change one of the halogen atom. If I change one of the halogen atom, then what we can have number of isomers you can see. Now if I suppose take here 1 fluorine, 2 chlorine. In this case this compound can have how many number of positional isomers? आपको चेक करना पड़ेंगे. You try to take care of positions should be different in different isomers. You can have one. Let's say we can take one case. Fluorine chlorine fixed. You can change 1 chlorine here. Then second case you can have second chlorine here, and third case you can have, let's say F chlorine is fixed. Then third chlorine can be taken this position. Means we have taken FCl fixed, 1 here, second here, third here, fourth here. All are different isomers because we take position wise. यहाँ पे क्या फ्लोरीन क्लोरीन अपोजिट में है, यहाँ पे क्लोरीन क्लोरीन अपोजिट में है, तो डिफरेंट काउंट करेंगे इसको है. अगर हमारा था लास्ट केस में क्या था कि क्लोरीन अगर सेम था तो क्या था, दे वर आइडेंटिकल, बट अभी आइडेंटिकल नहीं होंगे इसमें. फिर यहाँ पे क्लोरीन फ्लोरीन क्लोरीन. इफ यू टेक कंपाउंड नोमेनक्लेचर हियर और हियर इज नॉट सेम. इफ आई सपोज राइट हियर नंबरिंग लेट्स से 1 2 3 1 2 डाइक्लोरो 3 फ्लोरो बेंजीन. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा 1 3 dichloro 2 fluoro benzene. Name is not identical. एक simple तरीका है to see position isomers for the compound. Write the IUPAC name. If the compounds are having same IUPAC name, then the compound is same. If they have different IUPAC name, then they are different. Okay? तो अगला लेंगे एग्जांपल. आप इसमें और क्या सकते हैं? If I now change position of second chlorine and now take other combinations, now you can have 2 chlorine ortho to each other and fluorine chlorine para. We have no such combination here. Then you can take other combination can be taken here. So we have all 3 groups are at meta of each other. If you try to draw now any other combination, suppose I think of here fluorine chlorine fix कर दिया, तो why not we place chlorine here? Then what happens? You can take this combination become identical. Chlorine chlorine opposite and 1 fluorine is ortho to the 1 chlorine which is para to second compound. So this is not taken in counting. We take how many can take for counting? The number of positional isomers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this case we will have 6 positional isomers for such compound. We will have in this case 6 positional isomers for this compound. I hope it's clear. Now suppose if I take all 3 different halogen atoms, then what should be answer? If I suppose take example taken here, fluorine, chlorine, bromine. In this case, what should be number of positional isomers? In this case, we can have number of positional isomers equal to how much? Will be 10. अब 10 कैसे होगा? आप अपना चेक करेंगे इसको एग्जांपल को है, ठीक है? That is the case taken, examples taken of positional isomers. When we change different halogen atoms, number of isomers can be increased. Okay? So that's, I hope, clear. If I take one more example taken here, one example, fluorine, I'll take and 3 chlorine more. If we take 4 substituents here, then in this case this can have how many number of isomers? Number of positional isomers. If they ask you, you can draw the structure of rings and then see the combinations possible. देखिए आपका, let us take in first case we fix 3 atoms same positions, and now I take changing one position of chlorine, and then we can change one chlorine here. This compound is not different and this compound is different because fluorine coming in between 2 chlorine. Now we can take other combination taken here. If I change our position of 2 groups here, chlorine, and then other chlorine can be placed here. So now we can check it out combination. Chlorine and chlorine opposite. That's all. It's a combination different. If I suppose try to draw one more structure of chlorine here, so you can take this combination is also different, not matching among them any combination. One more combination you can think of, that if I suppose ortho यहाँ पे हुआ नहीं, तो changing position of other chlorine atoms. Now you can take 3rd chlorine here. So again you can take this combination, doesn't resemble any of the combinations, so it is taken counting one more isomer. If I draw any other combination, let's say check it out. If I take here, fluorine is fixed in all the cases. Fluorine, chlorine, chlorine. So if I suppose draw this combination here, now this combination can be looking like this combination exactly. FCl ortho, ClCl ortho, and FCl opposite, ClCl opposite. So it is not taken counting. So as a total we can have how many positional isomers for this compound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whichever identical we can count only once. ये और ये सेम है तो दोबारा काउंट नहीं करना इसको, एक बार काउंट करेंगे इस कंपाउंड को, बाकी हमारे 5 और हैं. एज ए होल कितना आपका होगा सब मिला के 6. That's example I think we have discussed about positional isomerism, and I hope it is clear. Now next can be taken functional isomerism. Next again functional isomerism. In functional isomerism the isomers are having same molecular formula but they have different functional groups, so we call them functional isomerism. They have different functional groups. The isomers are having same molecular formula but they have different functional groups, so we call them functional isomers. I hope you are getting this point. Example can be taken for this functional isomers or isomerism. We can take like alkenes. We can take formula wise alkenes and cycloalkanes are the examples of functional isomers because they both will have formula CnH2n type formula. We can take alkynes, alkadienes and cycloalkenes will also be the examples of functional isomers or isomerism, they will have general formula CnH2n minus 2. Then you can take here aldehydes, ketones. Then you can take unsaturated alcohols, unsaturated ethers. Then you can take cyclic alcohols, cyclic ethers. Can be taken examples here. One more set of functional isomers in which the compounds are having same molecular formula CnH2nO. Means all of them have one double bond equivalent. Accordingly, they will have formula aldehydes, ketones, or you can have unsaturated alcohols, ethers, cyclic alcohols, or cyclic ethers. So you can take in formula wise, they are getting number of combinations increasing. Like then you can take alcohols and ethers are also examples of functional isomers because they possess same formula CnH2n plus 2O. Alcohols and ethers are also the examples of functional isomers. Okay, so alcohols and ethers. So you can take combinational compounds. Then you can take like carboxylic acids and esters also will be coming as an example of functional isomers. They have general formula CnH2nO2. That carboxylic acids and esters, they also are having same general formula CnH2nO2. Formula like example can be taken as CH3, CH2, COOH. It is carboxylic acid. Then it can have ester like CH3, COO, CH3. They have how many formulas? What in each case? C3. How many hydrogen? H6O2. That is the formula CnH2nO2. So it is carboxylic acids and their esters are the examples of this functional isomers. Alcohols, ethers. So when the question given to you to find the number of isomers, we have to think on all combinations. We have to think on all possible combinations. Okay. Next can be taken. Let's say example here of some alcohols and ethers. Like if the question given an organic compound of formula C4H10O can have how many number of isomers? Number of isomers. Suppose required the question, so we can think of alcohols and ethers. Written alcohols, we can take straight carbon chain Db0 because formula is CnH2n plus 2O, so it can be alcohols or ethers. Formula can be taken either alcohols or ethers and ethers. We will take alcohols first. We can have how many alcohols possible? So we can have straight carbon chain. We can have OH in first position, or you can have OH in second position. In the same straight carbon chain, we have two possibilities. If I take one branch, now we can have two alcohol possible. OH group here or here is identical. Next can be taken OH group in tertiary carbon. We don't have any other combination of alcohols. We can take 4 alcohols possible. If I take ethers, it can be taken 1. It is taken second. This side you can arrange the chain differently. This can be taken third. And we don't have any other combination possible. So we have 3 ethers, 4 alcohols. The total number become how much? 4 alcohols, 3 ethers. The total become 4 plus 3, 7. your answer. If they ask question in alcohols and ethers, to find the number of isomers, number of functional isomers will be how many? 7 in this case. So I hope it is clear regarding this functional isomerism. We will take practice for this functional isomerism right now. After this, completing one more term is metamerism, because the metamerism and ring chain isomerism. Now next taken is term metamerism. What is metamerism? In metamerism, the isomers have same functional group, but different number of carbon atoms, on two sides of functional group. In metamerism, the isomers are having same functional group, but they have different number of carbon atoms on two sides of the same functional group. We can have many kind of compound, like we can take ethers are the most common examples. Then you can take apart from ethers, you can take esters also can be taken. Ethers, esters, ketones, secondary amines, or we can have some more possibilities. But remember, in several cases the compounds can show just leaving ethers, or in remaining cases we can take in many points. Metamerism will be same as positional isomerism. We cannot distinguish, because when we take positional means position is different, especially when they have no unbroken carbon chain. Like we can take in ketones, we will take metamerism, or also we can call this positional isomerism at several points. Okay, let us take some examples of this metamerism. तो we can again repeat metamerism क्या है, एक बार देख लीजिए फिर से. Isomers are having in this case same functional group, but they are having different number of carbon atoms on two sides of the functional group. So let us take now example wise. First one taken ethers. The example common taken is like, I can take methyl propyl ether, diethyl ether. You can take what is O in this case. Oxygen is functional group in ethers. We attached to two carbon atoms on both sides. So we are having 3 carbon one side, and we have second side 1 carbon only. In this case, we can take here two sides. We have 2 carbon each. So this can be called the example of metamerism. Different carbon chain length. Name can be taken methoxypropane. That can be called ethoxyethane, IBC name, or common name also different. Methyl propyl ether. This can have common name diethyl ether. So they will have different common names or IBC names. So we can draw in ethers. We can take in ketones. In ketones, we can take like example here CH3, CO, CH2, CH2, CH3. Sorry. CH3, CH2, CO, CH2, CH3. In this case, this can show both. It is taken same examples as positional as well as metamerism. For the compound, what is IBC name? 2-pentanone. It is 3-pentanone. Same carbon chain. Root word is same suffix. You can take them as simply positional isomerism and metamerism also, because if I take ketone group separately, तब क्या होगा इसमें? This can be called as methyl propyl ketone. This can be called as diethyl ketone. So in ketones, when we have positional or metamerism will be same, but if they ask option, so you can take both options, metamerism and positional both. If I take in esters, like if I write here suppose it is now. This can be named as cyclohexyl benzoate. This can be named as phenyl cyclohexane carboxylate. So this can be again example of what? Positional and metamerism. This also can be example of positional and metamerism both. In secondary means you can write easily. Like in secondary means, example can be taken like here. Methyl propylamine, common name. Or it can be called diethylamine. We can take tertiary means also can so, which will have different chain length on attached nitrogen. So tertiary means we can take sulfonate salts can show this metamerism. Sulfonate salts, ethers, esters. Secondary means, tertiary means ketones, ethers. They are common compounds which can show metamerism. But the most common for us will be taken ethers as the pure metamers, or can take this secondary means. But remaining case we can have positional and metamerism both simultaneously present. Okay, so that's metamerism. See, next we can take is tautomerism. Tautomerism. In tautomerism, already discussed in topic GOC2 that tautomerism conditions, mechanism, application of tautomerism. So one point is remember here, in counting the number of structural isomers, we take only one form, whichever is stable. Generally stable taken here. Like we have keto in all tautomerism, so we can take only keto form. In general, it is more stable. So in counting the number of structural isomers, we can take only one, because there are two at always at equilibrium, one amount more than the other isomer. So we can this point you can remember, in counting the number of isomers, number of structural isomers, we will take only one form, whichever is stable. Now next can be taken ring chain isomerism. Ring chain isomerism. In ring chain isomerism, the isomers are having carbon chain length, open chain compound, other compound can be cyclic. So example can be taken like here. If I write suppose here butene, it will have isomer cyclobutane. The compounds will have same molecular formula, but they will have one compound open chain and next compound can be cyclic. If I suppose write here alkyne, maybe 1 or 2 any position, then you can take cyclobutane and its ring chain isomer. So basically ring chain isomers can be taken same as functional isomerism or functional isomers, because they will show different properties, different chemical properties in the reactions. So you can call them functional isomers. Like alkene can decolorize bromine in CCl4, cyclobutane no reaction. Alkynes or cycloalkanes can differ in many chemical reactions. Again, so you can take ring chain isomerisms or isomers, you can count in same in the functional isomers as well. Now when a question is given to you in examination to find the number of structural isomers, then how to approach? It is our next point taken now, because you get an exam question frequently on calculation of number of structural isomers for a given compound, or this gives sometimes limitations in this formula, in this open chain, or compound cyclic or benzene derivative type. तो you have to be careful. आपको सारे पॉइंट सोचने पड़ेंगे. आप क्या क्या पॉइंट सोचेंगे इसमें? First, for a compound, you will find double bond equivalent. And let us explain through some examples.